If I were a young coach today, I would be extremely careful in selecting assistants. Teaching players during practices was what coaching was all about to me. Discipline yourself, and others won't need to. If a player's not doing the things he should, put him on the bench. He'll come around. The main ingredient of stardom is the rest of the team. Well, your greatest joy definitely comes from doing something for another, especially when it was done with no thought of something in return. We can have no progress without change, whether it be basketball or anything else. When you hurry, you're more apt to make mistakes. But you have to be quick. If you're not quick, you can't get things done. Somebody asked me, how come it took you so long to win a national championship? And I said, I'm a slow learner, but you notice when I learn something, I have it down pretty good. Ability is a poor man's wealth. I don't believe in praying to win. You can't live a perfect day without doing something for someone who will never be able to repay you. Just do the best you can. No one can do more than that. It's not so important who starts the game but who finishes it. I think that in any group activity, whether it be business, sports, or family, there has to be leadership or it won't be successful. I'm not going to say I was opposed to the Vietnam War. I'm going to say I'm opposed to war. But I'm also opposed to protests that deny other people their rights. Be prepared and be honest. If I am through learning, I am through. Love is the most important thing in the world. Hate, we should remove from the dictionary. Earn the right to be proud and confident. I think permitting the game to become too physical takes away a little bit of the beauty. I don't think I was a fine game coach. I'm trying to be honest. I think I was a good practice coach. I don't believe in fate. You can do more good by being good than any other way. If there's anything you could point out where I was a little different, it was the fact that I never mentioned winning. I'm no wizard, and I don't like being thought of in that light at all. I think of a wizard as being some sort of magician or something, doing something on the sly or something, and I don't want to be thought of in that way. No one can really honestly be the very best, no one. Never lie, never cheat, never steal. I talked to the players and tried to make them aware of what was good and bad, but I didn't try to run their lives. I like to spend time in the past, with the things that have been important to me. I was built up from my dad more than anyone else. It takes time to create excellence. If it could be done quickly, more people would do it. The best thing a father can do for his children is to love their mother. Talent is God-given. Be humble. Fame is man-given. Be grateful. Conceit is self-given. Be careful. Ability may get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. Never make excuses. Your friends don't need them and your foes won't believe them. Seek opportunities to show you care. The smallest gestures often make the biggest difference. It is amazing how much can be accomplished if no one cares who gets the credit. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. It is the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. Happiness begins where selfishness ends. Players with fight never lose a game. They just run out of time. Listen if you want to be heard. Never try to be better than someone else. Learn from others, and try to be the best you can be. Success is the byproduct of that preparation. Nothing will work unless you do. Being a role model is the most powerful form of educating. Too often fathers neglect it because they get so caught up in making a living they forget to make a life. Tell the truth. That way you don't have to remember a story. If we magnified blessings as much as we magnify disappointments, we would all be much happier. You are not a failure until you start blaming others for your mistakes. Although there is no progress without change, Not all change is progress. Be quick, but don't hurry. I'd be satisfied just coaching in high school. I turned down a number of colleges when I was teaching in South Bend, Indiana, before I went into the service. I honestly believe that if I hadn't enlisted in the service, I would never have left high school teaching. I'm sure I would have never left. I'm glad I was a teacher.